In another video, I was talking about the main problems we have when we arrive in France. And one of those was to find a dwelling. And I want to tell you about my experience, and I want to give you a tip that if I'd known it years ago, I know it sounds like a clickbait or whatever, but honestly, if I'd known that years ago, that would have saved me a lot of money for living somewhere in France. So what I was suggesting is that you first start with a holiday place. And then once you're settled, you have to start looking for something for a full year, a long-term contract, or à l'année, by the year, as I like to say. And I talked about those challenges, but I'm going to go back through them also very quickly. So the first step is to find a holiday place. And this is a bit of a challenge because people expect you to want to enjoy the place because it's a holiday place. If you want to live in a place where that is quite touristy, but this is not what you want at the beginning. You can do that later on. You just want a place relatively cheap so you can land, and after you look for long-term accommodations. If you can first try to land in a time of the year where it's not too expensive, if your place is touristy, and so you arrive just before winter would be ideal. So you can go for the booking.com, the Airbnb and the likes, and that will be the easier. I think Airbnb do something by the year as well. So once you went through all the booking.com, all the Airbnb by the month and the like, if you want another option, and this is the option I was mentioning before that I wish I'd known earlier on, you go through the French specific website, and I give you a list. There is one called 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏𝙪. There is one called particulier à particulier, or PAP. But 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏 I think is the best one. So this is very good if you want to rent a place for holiday, if you want to rent a place long term, or if you want to buy a house later down the track. But there is one trick about these sites is they are targeting the French crowd only. And for this reason, I put this aside for a long period of time. But after I decided to really bite the bullet and try to find other ways to rent a place. And the only trick that you need to do is you need to find yourself a French phone number. And you're going to tell me, Ben, thank you very much. It's such a hassle to find a French phone number. But there are ways around. So have a look online. I don't want the one giving you all the bad ideas, but have a look around. And the way I've done it, and I'm not suggesting that you do it, is online. You can find some numbers from different countries, actually, including France. And they give it to you just for a short period of time. And you go on this. So let's say you subscribe. You give this number, and then just use it once to check that you are French or that you are in France. So I had this temporary number, I received the text, and I had the code, and then once I was in 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏, it was done. So I didn't need this number anymore. And it's interesting, you go online to see people using the same phone number for all this verification. So it's a bit like the VPN in a way. It's a way to go around the regional restrictions. And once you are there, you will find a bigger choice, I think better price, because it's not open for the whole world. It's more open for a French crowd who understands better the pricing of France. But there is just one thing is that what I've noticed is I'm not really used to deal with foreigners. So you're going to have to use your best French to talk to them, to explain to them that you are a reliable source, that yes, you come from overseas, but you are serious about doing this, about giving a deposit and the likes. And also they have a strange thing in France, not all I think, but the two I've dealt with is when you're French and you rent a holiday place, you have the insurance cost included in your main residence. So insurance cost for holidays, it's included in your main residence. I don't know how it works, but so therefore, when you rent a holiday place, this is what they want. They want to have a certainty that you already have a home insurance, so they can use it for the holiday. So you don't do this in Australia. You don't. So you have to convince them that you can say, maybe I can have an insurance differently. Maybe you can help me. Maybe you can have a little premium or something like this. So that's something that you might have to have a look at. And then, obviously, once you've done this short term and you're looking for a rental long term, then you can use still the 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏𝙪. And the tip I was giving in my other video was about the obstacles that I've had coming to France. Is that the agencies that don't want to see you unless you have salary slip and the like. So I assume that they will not be interested in your salary slip from overseas. They ask you for tax statements and the likes. So your best bet is to go to one of those French websites also and trying to go direct. You bypass the agency. It's better for them and it's better for you because you don't have to pay 1 month just for agency fees. Then you can negotiate with them directly. You have the agency removed. The agency are very rigid. They have a job to do, and so you have to prove ABC. But I managed to find someone quite reasonable, and I'm very thankful that he's accepted me actually. So I'm trying to be as easygoing as possible, just to thank him back. So this is it, and then after, obviously, to buy a house, it's much easier. It's like to buy a car. It's much easier. You as long as you can show the money, you are good to go. They're not going to investigate too much. They don't care about your salary slip. They only need to know that you can actually pay for it. If you need a loan, then that might be a bit more complicated, and they might be wondering how is it going to work for you? Are you going to manage to get a loan in France? And I don't want to think about all the process you have to go through to find a loan in France when you're a foreigner, but that's probably for another episode. Okay, so just to summarize here, I think really try to get into those French websites. If you really didn't get my French there, 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏𝙪, PAP, try to get in through those. Let me know in comments. Yes, I have more than 10 subscribers, so don't make fun of don't make fun of me. I'm happy to help you in the process as well. The least we can say is that my landing in France was not very smooth, but I've learned so much that I'm happy to share the knowledge, so you don't have to go through this as well. All right, yes, come to France. Come to France. Next episode, I will talk about the place where I landed in France, and just for family reasons and the likes. But yes, come. The world is quite good on this side here. Yes, so if you want to come to France, I'll be happy to help you along the way. If you want to have a look at another video where I talk the main point of concern for when you move to France, please have a look at this video there. I'll explain in great detail the challenge I've had, and I provide some solutions along the way.